But let's get to the first management on the show. Dhanuka Agritech reported a weak set of Q3 numbers. Company says agrochemical demand remains weak due to stress demand drivers, majorly because of weather issues, low crop prices. To discuss this and more, we have MK Dhanuka, the MD at the company, joining us now. Mr. Dhanuka, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining in. You are one of those companies which has more domestic exposure, right? So whatever is happening geopolitically in terms of export market would not impact you so much. But you are talking about low crop prices, weather issues. What really happened in Q3, and is it something that you're seeing in Q4 as well? Pricing pressure, demand downtake, and if yes, can you quantify that for us?
You see, chili and grape crops were damaged to a large extent, and highest number of sprays happens in these two crops, chili as well as the grapes. So these two crops damaged has impacted the sales in the third quarter. But January we have seen positive growth, and fourth quarter we definitely see positive growth of single digit, at higher single digit in the fourth quarter.
Okay, Mr. Dhanuka, we want to understand, last time when you met us, an FY26 guidance that you had given was flat revenue growth and 100 basis points decline as far as EBITDA margins was concerned. You expected gross margins to normalize around the 38% mark. So does that imply 200 basis points correction from the current levels? And also, do you stick to the guidance, and what is the guidance that you're looking for as far as FY27 is concerned?
Gross margin, we will continue to have around 40% as was in last year.
Okay.
Our EBITDA margin, there will be 100 to 125 bips lower in comparison to last year. Overall guidance for the revenue, we see flattish quarter, 1-2% here and there.
Okay, so you're expecting flat growth now versus high double-digit revenue growth that you had seen earlier, and margins should see a decline of around 100 to 150 basis points. What about the Bayer product and the partnership that you had there? What kind of revenues did come in from that particular partnership with Bayer products? What are you anticipating in Q4?
You see, Bayer product was transferred in Dhanuka's name for India operations. So 25 crores of business came in the books of Dhanuka for Bayer's product, Carb, that is brand name Melidu Duo. But in other countries, the registration has not yet been transferred in Dhanuka's name. So Bayer continue to sell on behalf of the Dhanuka, and Dhanuka get the net economic benefit of around 19 crores in the first 9 months of this fiscal.
Okay, so the net technical or net economic benefit that you mentioned from Bayer, that continues for how long? That is part one of the question. And we also understand the bio-stimulant sales, almost 10% of your top line. We believe that there is a temporary pause over there. So when is that expected to resume?
Yeah, this arrangement with Bayer is continued till 30th June 2026. And after that, the revenue will start coming in the books of Dhanuka. And Bio-stimulant government put a ban on 17th June 2025, and which has impacted around 50 crore sales in first 9 months in the books of Dhanuka. But we are hopeful that we will get the registration for these 3 biostimulants very soon, and the sales will start coming from first quarter of FY27.
Quarter of FY27, these 3 products will start contributing. What is the FY27 target in terms of revenues from these products then, Mr. Dhanuka?
For these 3 products, the target will be around 60 to 70 crores.
Okay, all 3 of them put together.
Yeah.
Okay. The other talking point, of course, for you has to be the Dahej plant. Can you give us a sense of what was the capacity utilization in Q3? What kind of revenues are you targeting? Because you had earlier guided for 60 crore of revenues from the Dahej plant in FY26.
Yeah. Till now, we are able to do around 40 crores, and 2 months are left. But we hope that we will be able to achieve only 50 crores this year. And the utilization in the third quarter was low because we shifted to another production of another molecule, diphenconazole technical. So there was some modification in the plant from biphenthrin. We shifted to difenoconazole. So that has taken a lot of time. So the utilization in the third quarter was low in Dahej plant.
Okay, so Dahej, so far the utilization has been quite muted. The other important factor as far as the agrochem space is concerned has been the China rebate policy. We understand close to 10 to 12% of your input materials come from there. Has that impacted you in any manner?
So the products on which the China has withdrawn the benefit which they were passing to the manufacturers, that products we were not importing from China.
Okay.
So there is not going to be any impact on Dhanuka imports from China.
All right, Mr. Dhanuka, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us a sense of the business on ground and what's happening at Dhanuka Agritech as well. It was a pleasure speaking with you as always. That's the word coming in from Dhanuka Agritech, but we'll